I am not taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's video, we are looking into the biggest surprises, events, and changes happening for you this year of 2022. So I'm not looking into every sector of your life. I've just pulled a few cards for each pile, and I was just reading the cards in total. And I just allowed whatever was coming through from your spiritual team to come out in the reading, anything that they wanted you to know about. So I didn't want to impose or try and force information. Or kind of like cajole it out of your spiritual team, because I don't play them games and I don't want no beef with nobody's spiritual team. So I just allowed whatever they felt comfortable enough telling you about to come through, because the way that the spirit realm works, at least for me personally and in my own personal experience, is there's certain things that spirit and the universe do not want us to know about, that they want us to remain in the dark about, that they want to remain a mystery until an appointed time where things clear up. And so that was specifically why I didn't look into different sectors like career and love and family and things like that. I will be doing separate readings on that later on to see what's going on with your career this year, with your love life. That's actually the one that's coming out next, is your love life and soulmates is coming out next. I've been planning to do that since last month, December of 2021. We talked about it on Patreon. And so that one will be coming out after this one. But yeah, so we're going to be looking into the biggest events, surprises, and changes happening in 2022 for you, whatever your spiritual team is comfortable enough to tell you ahead of time. And this is a really exciting time as we're just getting into the first month of 2022. We have the Lunar New Year coming up February 1st, 2022, which is a very big deal astrologically. So we'll be talking about that in detail over on Patreon. If you would like to check out which tiers are available over there, the link is listed in the description box down below. So you guys, let's just jump straight into the disclaimers and the meditation. So obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you don't like and think that you're just doomed to that reality, then you're not using my readings correctly, because my readings are for confirmation and not answers. So at the end of the day, just realize that the information that you hear in this reading and in all of my readings should be information that you are not a stranger to. This should be information that resonates with you on some sort of deep level, because you have been feeling this, okay? So, and just realize at the end of the day as well that these pick a cards do not determine what will happen to you, because your free will and what you choose to do with it will determine your outcome, and not a pick a card reading on YouTube, okay? So be responsible, accountable, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. Getting to the meditation, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you have to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and help you select a pile with your third eye, not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway into that meditation, I'm going to be placing crystals from my clairvoyants that like to pick piles with objects on them. And after that clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile. And you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you were drawn to another pile, it's because there is another message for you in that pile. So if you're already, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive confirmation as to the major events, surprises, and changes happening to you this year. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. On pile 1 is a clear quartz cluster. On pile 2 is Angel Aura Quartz. On pile 3 is Ice Cube Calcite. And on pile 4 is Apophyllite. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting with your tarot cards here. Then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see what major events, surprises, and changes are in store for you for this year, 2022. So let's just get started. So we have here the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. For any of my pile 1s that have struggled to find a clear direction in your career, your professional life, that is clearing right up in 2022. It's going to become very apparent as to what you should be doing. So that's probably one of the almost at first. So that may be for some of you the first big event, surprise, or change in 2022 is this knowing just hits you with this King of Swords right here. As far as what you should do in terms of business and work. So if, like I said, if you were struggling with a career direction, making money, just knowing what you were doing and why you were doing it when it came to your professional life, that is clearing up. If you've been wanting to make more money, wondering how you could make more money, or even in a sense like boss up, because this is kind of like, it's very interesting. We got the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and then a King over here. So it's like we have an Ace card, a Pip card, and then a Court card. So for me, this is almost as well kind of like moving up in the ranks, or maybe even becoming your own boss, a boss of your own company or business, something like that. So I also want to say as well, you're definitely making a name for yourself by making a major splash in the industry that you are involved in. So this could be stocks, this could be social media, politics, music, art, design. King of Swords is well known for who he is without people personally knowing him. That's just air energy. When we're dealing with the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that's just kind of air energy where it's like everyone knows them, but no one really knows who they are, you know? The King of Swords being well known for who he is without people personally knowing him, for me, could indicate some level of fame in the year 2022, especially with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about being handed a very sought after opportunity because of this name or reputation with the King of Swords. This could also be some sort of like maybe winning an award or something like that, or being awarded for like the most this or the best that, because this is something that feels coveted. So this could be like a promotion, a certain position at your job. It could be some sort of idea that goes viral. I don't know, but it's like, it seems like it's something that's coveted. Something that a lot of people are striving towards or working towards. Could be something like a record deal, you know? Getting into a certain school. So because of this name or reputation with the King of Swords, this could definitely be talking about some sort of sought after coveted opportunity falling in your lap in 2022. Now the Nine of Pentacles talks about being self-made, or everything that you achieve in 2022 is the result of dedication and hard work, period. Nine of Pentacles for many of my pile ones is a move on your own as well. Now this could be like a literal move to a new home, a new city, state, or country, or this could be you making business moves, professional moves on your own. You're going to command a lot of respect, especially from your personal work. What you end up being known for in 2022 will have to do with your work. Ace of Pentacles for some of you will manifest as work of yours going viral, especially with the King of Swords over here. Again, the King of Swords is a lot of people hearing about you or your work, hearing your name, knowing you without necessarily knowing you. Maybe they know your name, maybe they know your product, you know? So for some of you, people will know your name before they know about your work. There may be a lot of surface level information out there about you, you know, aka rumors. King of Swords is air energy. Air moves quickly. It spreads like a virus. So this is you and your name getting attached to something that spreads around very quickly. And with all this talk surrounding you, that's where all of these hands start appearing out of nowhere to offer you representation, sponsorships, brand deals, job opportunities, and positions. People wanting to send their products to you. Very simply, this Ace of Pentacles is other people wanting to attach their names to yours, because very simply, pal, when your name or image is going to be very valuable and lucrative in your respective industry with this Ace and this Nine of Pentacles. The air moons and the earth moons in 2022 will be major turning points for you as far as drawing in certain energies and opportunities and events. So anytime throughout this year when we have a new or full moon in either Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a new or full moon in either Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that is when specifically pile one, you want to set intentions for big goals, aspirations, dreams to come into your life. That may be where you want to set intentions to make a major turning point, or heading into to bring in a new chapter. But definitely the air moons and the earth moons in 2022 is going to be really, really, really good for you. And it's going to be a time where it's like this portal is open up where you're able to a lot more easily kind of manifest certain things with the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles here, and especially the King of Swords. So as far as drawing in certain energies, opportunities, and events, focus on the new and full moons and the air and the earth signs this year, okay? Now, for some of you, all of this attention for what you do will result in you branding yourself or selling yourself as an image with this Nine of Pentacles. This is also you as well, learning the guts, the ins and outs of your trade or your job or your career. It's like there's like a gift of gab type of like energy here where it's like you're able to sell yourself, or you're able to take this really tiny company and get into business with like these really big names, or you're able to pull in these really big deals even though maybe you have a small company or a small platform, or you're not as well known in the beginning. In 2022, you're going to be able to like pitch certain things. You're going to be able to grab certain people's attention without needing to have like millions of followers or a really big platform or a really big company with hundreds of thousands of customers. Like, you don't even need all that. Like, you guys are going to be able to, people are going to be able to see the value and the worth in what you do, no matter the size of it in 2022. So that's another really big surprise that is happening for you, where it's just like, damn, I actually pulled that off. So I definitely see a lot of that happening as well for my pile ones in 2022. Now, going back to what I was saying, for some of you, the tension that you get could come from you branding yourself, or trying to create a certain image around who you are. So your image as well could change for sure in 2022. This may even lead to a new community, new group of friends, new people that you're networking with, things of that nature, because like your image is going to change. There's going to be a different you at home than a different you publicly. For some of my pile ones, it's not for all of my pile ones, but for some of my pile ones, you're going to have a different image in them streets, publicly, versus when you're at home, or when you're with your close friends, your loved ones, your partner, something like that, your kids. So it's just going to be a different image. There's something about your image that's very, very powerful in 2022 with this Nine of Pentacles right here. And with this Ace of Pentacles coming out, this is saying that your image is going to also be valuable. It's going to be worth something, to the point where people are going to be trying to make money, or they're going to try to make money off of your image, off of your name, because they can make money off of it. This is also you as well, going back to that, being able to sell yourself, being able to kind of pull in an audience and maybe even sell your products or sell your image and your brand to other people. So there's also kind of like a lot of relatability, a lot of humility here with the Pentacles here. And then the King of Swords showing up is just straight up respect. But there's also a lot of humility here. There's a lot of there's also, we have the energy of Virgo with the Nine of Pentacles right here. Ace of Pentacles represents all of the earth signs, so that would be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But you have a very good mix here between like humility and kind of standing in a certain level of like conviction or pride or power. So it's like you have a lot of respect for yourself, a lot of pride for yourself, for what you're doing, for what you're working towards. But at the same time, you're very humble. People aren't afraid to approach you, to try and work with you, make money with you. With you being able to brand yourself or sell yourself as an image with this Nine of Pentacles, this is, how celebrities always like create like maybe like, I don't know, perfumes or makeup nowadays. And it's not because they love fragrance or they love makeup, but it's usually just a money grab because they have like a fan base or an audience, which means that they have a pool of people that they can sell to, right? Demographically. So this will be an avenue for you to explore to some degree in 2022 that'll bring in even more of this Ace of Pentacles energy. There's only one hand here in this Ace of Pentacles, but that will be the main theme for you in 2022 is the Ace of Pentacles. This is multiple streams of income. This is several people reaching out wanting to collaborate and work with you or get you on their show, their podcast, their page, their business, their website, their office, whatever and wherever it may be. For those of you that are really into photography that you pick pile one, there's something really, really big happening with photography in 2022 for you. Something with photography, you making money with that. I don't know why, but I just literally saw a camera right in front of my face. So I wanted to mention that. Because you guys' career kept coming up, I am going to pull a couple of career cards for you, specifically pile one. Because your entire reading for me is all career. Let's see, we have health that came out. Some situation that needed resolution will be resolved and healed. Consider careers in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. It's time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what is next. Okay, so there's also, your health may also kind of be tied into your career in the year of 2022. Oh, this is 3 cards. I'm just going to flip them over anyways. Let's just see. Unethical, gift, and stability. We also have here persistence that came out, and it says your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building on your finances. Yeah, and we know that. Like I mentioned with your Nine of Pentacles, like you had to work hard to get here. I'm already aware of that with this Nine of Pentacles being here. These other 3 cards that fell out, I'm going to put them back in the deck 'cause this is too many cards and that feels very just, it doesn't feel very concentrated to me. So I'm going to put these back in the deck. But what came out was unethical, stability, and gift. But I do want to get one more card, so hold on. So yeah, we have health and persistence here. Some of you guys are going to be working so much. You're going to be working so damn much. We have here that came out for you. Let me just make sure both of these are your cards. Hold on. No, these are not your cards. So I'm going to keep shuffling, you guys. These aren't your cards. I just checked. But yeah, with health and persistence here, some of you guys are going to be working so much that you're going to need to take better care of your health. And it's like you're going to need like a lot of energy in order to get your workload done for the day. Your schedule may blow up like crazy in 2022. Your schedule may blow up like crazy in the year 2022. And because of that, you're going to need like a lot of energy to be able to tend to your work and get everything done with a certain amount of quality. Because this is high quality work when we're dealing with Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. We're dealing with high quality work here. Production. Why is it 2 cards that keep coming out? Hold on. Let me focus, because I'm talking to you guys and shuffling. So let me focus, hold on. Okay, let's see. We also have here prudence. Don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day. Stay within budget and start living within your means. Okay, so this is also about maybe even saving. So some of you guys, as far as finances goes, you may even, you may get rid of a lot of credit cards or stuff like that. You guys may take on a more conservative sort of lifestyle in 2022. But what I'm actually picking up with this prudence for some reason, I think it's because of this Ace of Pentacles or this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like my pile ones are going to get very, very serious about money, being more financially conscious. And so I feel like you guys may be saving for a really big purchase. So you may be making some sort of a really big purchase, like a new home, a new car, something like that. Maybe even investing in business, investing in, I don't know, stocks, cryptocurrency, whatever the hell it is that people do nowadays. Then underneath the deck here, we have planner, and it says, pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. Yeah. Career as an event planning, project manager, or professional organizer could be for you. This is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. Is underneath the deck for pile 1. Okay. So let's get some of your other cards here to see what is heading towards my pile 1s. All right. So we have your experience, and it says, let yourself grow, embrace your knowledge, apply it, improve it. Yeah, this is totally like your career coming up in 2022. You gaining more experience. Like I said, you guys are going to kind of have your hands in everything. So you're going to learn the guts of your business. Oh, shoot. Hold on. You're going to learn the guts of your oh, this is 2 cards. You're going to learn the guts of your business, and this is where all this experience is going to come from. And you're going to really, really learn how to run on your own. Because 9 of Pentacles right here is a card of independence. And in every card, is just a solo character. You know, we have the divine hand coming out with the Ace of Pentacles. We have the main character. This is all main character energy, right? We got the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Swords. We also have here Pele, goddess of volcano, creativity, change, protection. Then we also have Dark Moon, introspection. So this is for those of you that have been really sitting and thinking for a long time. Where am I supposed to go as far as my career? What am I supposed to do next? For those of you wondering that, this is the year that all of that changes. Underneath the deck, we have you are embrace the magic of your being. So this is about not doubting yourself too. Definitely not doubting yourself. But I feel like with this year, for whatever reason, my pile 1s, like, I don't know if you guys maybe are just sick of not going after your dreams. I don't know if you guys are just sick of every year that there's like a new year or something, you look back and you maybe introspect a little bit and you're just like, or you look back in retrospect and you're just like, I didn't get everything done in this past year that I could have gotten done, or I didn't see as much progress as I could have seen because of this, and this. And so I feel like for very many of you, you're just in a place career-wise or professionally where you're just sort of stuck, or not stuck, but you're sick of being stuck. You're sick of being stagnant. You're sick of things not changing. The way that this information is coming to you is like, it's all riding on you, where it's like, if you want to look back on 2022, then it's about you getting up, doing the work, putting in the effort, and pushing yourself every single day, physically and mentally. And you guys are realizing that, and you're really kind of taking this more so independent stance when it comes to yourself professionally, which is incredible. Let's see, let's get some goddess cards for you guys. Some advice for your 2022 with the big changes, surprises, and events happening for you guys. Let's just get some advice. Because as exciting as changes can be, they can be a lot, especially if you don't like change. I'm a Taurus. I cannot stand change even when I ask for it. So sometimes it can be a lot. Let's see, though. Let's see what we got for you. We have Mami Wati, adaptability. See? I don't even know why I was just talking about change, because I didn't really pick up that you guys don't like change. But yeah, like what I was just talking about, change can be a little bit difficult, but you guys actually pulled the goddess of adaptability. And it says, spend time near water, admire its strength, tranquility, and intensity. Acknowledge these qualities within yourself. So make sure that you're also acknowledging your emotional self with as much work as you may be getting done in 2022. Make sure that you don't neglect yourself emotionally, because it can be like a lot that you guys are dealing with in the year of 2020. Actually, no, I want one more, so I'm not going to look at the bottom yet. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that you guys are getting done, that you guys are accomplishing, and because you're going to be so focused on work, that kind of just flipped over. That was weird. Aphrodite was there. But because you got, okay, here we go, a not surrender. It says, when I get the reins of control, I thrive. That may be some of you guys, what some of you guys are either struggling with, or you're coming to accept those terms in 2022, is the fact that you are the one that's in control. Like what I was just saying, you kind of realize, like, at the end of the day, I'm only going to accomplish as much as I take action on. And you guys are coming into really taking those reins of power and control and saying, I'm taking control of 2022. I'm going to get this, and that done. So there's a lot of persistence, a lot of motivation, inner motivation that you guys are really tapped into this year, and you're going to get everything done that you put your mind to. I can already see it. And then underneath the deck for you, we have, look at what we got underneath the deck. Artemis focus. I am tenacious and unwavering in my intention. Pile 1, I'm done with you guys. But this is all that I'm seeing for you as far as biggest changes, surprises, and events of 2022. You guys make sure that you rock the shit out of 2022. I'm rooting for you guys. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting with your tarot cards, and then I'm going to be shuffling some additional oracle cards on camera to see the biggest events, changes, and surprises that 2022 has in store for you. So let's just get started. Very first tarot card that we have for you. Hold on, let me make sure my mic is close. Closer. Okay. We have, first card is the 6 of Cups. Then we have the Chariot. And then the Tower. This is really, really good, pile 2. Don't let the Tower fool you. It's actually a really great card. It's just very destructive, but it's like certain things would not be possible without the Tower card here. And with the Chariot coming out right before the Tower, this is also you as well, smashing through things that used to interfere with your goals in the past. The Chariot here, I'm also getting a little bit of a sense, but this was actually something that we had just talked about on Patreon. How basically Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and the recent full moon in Cancer is starting to highlight the on and off situations in our life. So this is the on and off situations, on and off relationships, on and off lifestyles, habits, even financial standings, on and off relationship as well, with definitely struggling in some area of life. So this could be struggling with mental health, struggling with your happiness, struggling in relationships, struggling with your job, your career, your money, struggling with your home, your health. Whatever this is, these on-off situations are really being targeted and triggered at the moment. For you guys, and this is a timeless reading, but for you guys, well, it's timeless for 2022. But for you guys specifically, pile 2, with this Chariot here, what is coming up for you as well is on and off situations. On and off situations. Oh yeah, we got the damn 6 of Cups right here. So this is even past situations as well, past relationships, on and off relationships, karmic relationships, karmic cycles. There is an absolute that is going to be happening with the on and off situations in your life in 2022. That is going to be one of the biggest surprises and changes for you, is the fact that there's no more dancing back and forth with this one particular area or situation in your life, pile 2. Because for some of you, that has been a huge issue, is something that's on and off, back and forth. It's like you switch from past to present or past to future, and it's like there's absolutes coming, totality coming in those situations for you, pile 2. The biggest event for you as well has to do with the change in professional direction, because Chariot is the card of victory. So this is you having the courage as well and confidence to go after a childhood dream with the 6 of Cups over here. A childhood dream or a childhood want in terms of what you want it to be when you grew up, or the type of lifestyle that you always wanted to live since you were a child. That life for you is for sure to come to fruition in 2022. A lot of success professionally. You'll look victorious or like a winner, someone that has everything a person could want professionally. The money, the position, the accolades, the attention. This may even be you owning your own business, starting your business and having a very strong start. Like momentum builds up easily in this direction with your career. So for those of you in a serious relationship, you may end up becoming the breadwinner this year, because Chariot is ruled by Cancer, who rules the 4th house. And this is the house of the home, roots, the mother, family, domestic life. What happens behind closed doors stays behind closed doors, as well as the past. Karmic situations, even Cancer in the 4th house rules, or it deals with. So pile 2, you may end up surpassing a professional position and even pay or level of success than your family members. So this is a year where some of my pile 2s will have the ability to say, I'm the richest or most successful person in my family, or out of my siblings, or from my hometown. This is the card of victory. So again, it is about bragging rights when we deal with the Chariot. You won't have to brag. You can exude such a level of humility, but you still cannot hide Chariot level success, pile 2. So for those of you that are uncomfortable with shine, get comfortable with it. You won't be able to humble yourself in terms of your professional achievements this year. And this is connected to 6 of Cups. So even for some of you, this is going to be you succeeding in terms of your professional life and your domestic life as well. So for some of you, this is meeting a really amazing partner and getting serious with each other. Really moving ahead with each other, moving forward with each other. The Chariot, I wouldn't say necessarily moves quickly. It's not necessarily about pace with Chariot. It's more so about like aggression. Like when I say aggression, I don't mean like violent or something that's like bad or negative, but I mean like the Chariot is hella motivated and focused when it comes to what he wants. Like he has no chill when it comes to what he wants. Like he could literally buy a mansion and a week later see another mansion that he likes or another house that he likes and be like, let's put a bid in on that. I have to have it. So the Chariot knows no chill. When he sees something that he wants, he just goes after it. And every single damn time, he ends up getting it. So pile 2, that's one of the biggest changes coming through for you as well, is like you may have multiple or several nice things when it comes to 2022. You may have several nice cars. You may have several homes. This may be the year where you have like multiple homes, or maybe you like live by coastal or in 2 different cities, 2 different states, 2 different countries. This could be you owning multiple businesses. Like the Chariot again knows no chill. So for me, this card and your specific pile and this specific reading is speaking to several different options or several different of the same thing, but really nice things. Like this is luxury things when we're dealing with the Chariot here. This childhood dream, fantasy, or memory. Those of you that have been feeling lost professionally though, this is the year that you connect to a lucrative profession or industry that you may end up remembering after getting into it. Like I did say that I wanted to do this as a kid. Best example that I can give here is like with myself personally. In high school, I took a photography class, and I'm not gifted with photography, right? But they taught me how to edit videos. And this is before YouTube was even what it is today. There wasn't like the gram or vlogging or Snapchat or anything like that, or Facebook, but it ended up being, well, I think there was Facebook. But that class that I took in high school ended up being what I do now, creating content, editing videos, and it taught me a lot. But I didn't remember that class until like a year after I started this channel, and it was like this full circle moment. So you could end up having like an experience like that this year, world card moment. Now let's talk about the Tower, because it is here though. So this level of success that you are destined to experience, pile 2, in 2022 will coincide with Tower moments. Because we have, oh shit, you got the Chariot and the Tower here. Oh wow. Okay, let me finish what I was saying, and then I'll get to what I'm just realizing. The Tower does look like an intimidating, brutal, cruel card, but it's not just about devastation. It's about the destruction of your normal. A normal that turned into a cage, a cell, a tower that kept light out. It kept illumination out. It kept certain opportunities and pathways out. And that was why the Tower had to come down. So those things could be explored. Those avenues could be explored. So this is about the destruction of your normal, a normal that has turned restrictive. A normal that has turned into something that is a cage for you. So there's a new normal coming to you because of this Chariot year that you are entering into. There will be massive changes in your relationships. The relationships, habits, and lifestyles that stopped serving you months or even years ago will fall victim to this Chariot energy. That's why the 6 of Cups is here, because it is sort of warning about that. Sorry, I hit my mic. That might have been loud. But the 6 of Cups is sort of speaking to that there are certain long-standing relationships, connections, partnerships that will have to be kind of deserted in a sense almost. And this could just simply be because you want to put your career first this year, or you want to put your health first, or yourself first. Maybe you want to make a move or something, and you can't be worried about everyone else and how they feel about it. But these cards, I have to say, what I was realizing was that you've got the Chariot and the Tower here. These cards are, or these keys here are natural pairings in the major arcana. Every major arcana card has an opposing card. There's 22 major arcana cards. And so that means that there's 11 different pairs of major arcana cards. The High Priestess is justice, Empress is temperance, strength is the Star. The Chariot's opposing card is the Tower. Both of those have showed up in your pile today. The fact that this pair showed up in your reading is very significant, and it's important to understand the level of great change that you are due to come into because of destiny being fulfilled. This is not a punishment, but a very divine gift, because full circle moments naturally bring closures as much and as often as they bring beginnings and manifestation, materialization. What is not for you, will fall victim to this full circle moment, as it was always destined to work out that way. So do not fear this change. And do not, as well, pile 2, I gotta say this for someone, don't waste a tear on anyone trying to interfere with your chariot moment. A lot of my pile 2s have been waiting patiently for this moment to happen for you, professionally, financially, health-wise, whatever this is. You've been waiting for some sort of remedy. You've been waiting for some sort of change in a particular area for a very long time. You may have a few people around you. Again, these will only be the people in relationships that are no longer serving you. They're no longer in alignment with you. You're no longer in alignment with them. Those specific relationships for some of my pile 2s may actually take a little bit of offense to you bettering yourself, as weird as that sounds, but it happens. When it comes to that, don't shed a tear. I got a ringing in my right ear for you right now. Don't shed a tear if anybody tries to stand in the way of you bettering yourself, you bettering your life. If anybody, whenever something good happens for you with this Chariot card right here, you get somebody that you expected to be happy for you and proud of you and excited for you, with the 6 of Cups over here. Let's say that you expected them to be happy for you, right? They may end up resorting to Tower energy for you, where it's like the moment that something comes in for you, an opportunity or something, then they're hitting you with some drama, or they're hitting you with something else, or they're picking a fight with you. And it's really out of envy and jealousy here. And I've been even through that myself. Like, for a long time, I could not take care of myself financially. And it actually even happened with a family member just last year, where the moment I started being able to take care of myself financially, getting my life together, getting my life on track, because in a certain sense, I am very behind other people my age, other 30-year-olds my age. Like, there's a lot that I had to fix in my life. Finances was just one area of it. And I literally last year, I had a family member really try to break me down behind the fact that I'm able to take care of myself now. And they try to kind of make it about them and like, why aren't you, spending money on me, feeling entitled to my money and my finances. But for whatever reason, they felt extremely entitled to my finances, knowing how much money I made, which I am very private about. I don't like talking about money. I'm a fucking Taurus. I don't like talking about my money. Like, we don't do that over here. Because some people, and they might not even mean any harm, but they get jealous, and that's a natural human emotion. But at the end of the day too, I don't need that energy over here. I'm trying to fix my life, get my life together, and thrive and be happy. That's it. And be healthy. And so it's like sometimes people don't want that for you because they don't have it for themselves just yet. And sometimes people don't know how to be happy for you. That was difficult, them calling me materialistic, because it's like I'm actually able to afford things now. And it's like, wow, how do you really feel? But it's like sometimes that will bring out people's true colors. If you really want to know how a person feels about yourself, start doing good for you. And this may be something, not that exact situation, but this may be something that some of my pile 2s deal with. And it may hurt a little bit. With this Tower card right here, this may hurt a little bit. It may sting, where it's just like, because there's this innocence here to you with the 6 of Cups. That's like, you're innocently expecting your friends or your family members or whoever's been in your life and whoever you're close to, you're expecting them to be happy for you, proud of you, celebrating you. And that might not happen with every single person or relationship in some of my pile 2's lives this year, once you guys start winning on this Chariot type level. So that is something that the cards wanted to bring up. That could be one of the major surprises for you. A startling event is like, you're giving me shit right now for doing good, So just be aware of that. This won't be for every single one of my pile 2's, but a really good majority of you guys, this advice applies. So don't fear this change. There will be times when you can actually feel your old life crumbling as well with this Tower card right here. but it's crumbling to make way for the new. This is prophecy being fulfilled, pile 2. It's as simple as that for you guys. This is a future that you saw many, many years ago, either when you were a child with the 6 of Cups right here, or you were somehow always tapped into this, even if you didn't know it. To you, it may have seemed like a wish or a dream or a fantasy, like hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, but it was a vision of your future that is playing out verbatim in 2022, pile 2. So every change that you undergo this year has been divinely orchestrated. So don't forget that whenever you sense the old making way for the new. When you see relationships change, end and begin, new versions of you emerge while the outdated ways of you fall out of frame, when you cannot maintain the old or save what is meant to fall apart, remember, it is because better is falling together for you. So the beautiful thing about the Tower is only the fragile, weakened parts of it fall away. And sometimes it's the entire tower, but that's so a newer, more fortified tower can stand in its place. Okay, so the end of a relationship with a specific person may be so you guys can come back together stronger, or so you can unite with a new soul in a much more deeper, intimate connection with this Chariot Cancer card right here. So the point is, the Tower makes way for the star, the moon, the sun, judgment, the world. It is making way for your life to be able to carry more joy, more love, deeper connections, more intimate experiences. It is creating way for more protection as well. A weak tower cannot protect what is inside of it, which is valuable and important. That's what the people falling out of the Tower card represent. A life is priceless, right? And precious, because once it's gone, it's gone. There is no physical resurrection. There's no such thing as that. So the people falling out of the Tower represent what is invaluable, what is irreplaceable. A strong tower is needed to protect something of such high importance and value. Something that is as unique as a human being's life. A weak tower falling apart is an act of love brought on by the Most High and a destructive force. So please remember that, because as it is happening, this may be easy to forget. It's not an easy moment, pile 2, but it is necessary. Okay, it's so necessary. So just don't forget that. Let's get some oracle cards for you guys. See what we've got going on here. I'm wondering if I should pull a career card since it did come up for you. Let's see what else we get. Okay. So we have here Spider Woman, she who creates from a central source. This is you guys tapping into source, tapping into the divine, tapping into the wheel of fortune. This is you guys, like I said, destiny is happening. Prophecies are being fulfilled in 2022 for my pile 2s. Then we have here Pyrite, confidence, luck, prosperity. Duh, we got the Chariot right here. We already knew that. And then we have here Pachamama, Mother Cosmos. So this is this is like a seed that's been planted a long time ago. This is a cosmic seed that's been planted a very, very, very long time ago for my pile 2s. Underneath the deck, we have Eclipse, transformation. I need to keep this out for you. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Huge transformation with this pairing showing up here, the Chariot and the Tower. This means that there is a huge, a major life transformation. Major, major, major transformation. And by the end of 2022, your life's going to look completely different. Let's just see. Let's just pull a couple of, hold on. Take these out. Let me just pull a couple of career cards for you guys. I'm actually going to be doing a career reading separate from this. I was actually waiting for this deck to show up, but let's just see. Okay, so we have here work smart. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are that simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally, to start with a clean palette, just like this Chariot and this Tower down here. It says stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. So it's another thing that you guys are, another major event for you is saving money and also finding little loopholes when it comes to working as well. Like with the Chariot here. I mean, he's just pretty dominant, like a dominant character. But you guys, it seems like you may be finding some sort of work loopholes or something like that. Ways to get more work done in a quicker amount of time or with less effort, something like that, with less stress. even 2 maybe. We have here be a sport. You're being asked to have more fun or focus on being a team player. You could be great at any sports career or in the field of health and fitness. Improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. So some of you guys even have some sort of big collaboration coming up in 2022. This could be a collaboration with another person, another business, another company, whoever or whatever it is. That is going to be a major event for my pile 2s in 2022. Underneath the deck here we have science. There's something unfolding for you. Work with an open mind. Consider careers in science or any job that unravels the mysteries of the universe. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem sounds like work smart right here. So even in terms of finances, you guys are just going to be getting more conscious financially as well too. So you guys may even be making some sort of investments business-wise. You may be making some sort of investments on a new company or a new business with this Chariot card down here. Some of you guys may even make money off of like shorting a company with this Tower card right here. If you're into stocks, you'll know what shorting is. But I don't know that much about stocks, but I do remember I used to love like shorting companies and stuff. But with this Tower card right here, which is representing a fall, this could be some major sort of stock or company having like a huge crisis moment in the stock market at some point in 2022, which is a really huge deal in 2022, and you could make a lot of money off of that. Let's see, let's get some advice for you guys for 2022 with some goddess messages. Very first card is Vesta, Sacred Space. Tend to your soul in the comfort of your sanctuary. So this is about you guys having a safe space, a sacred space where you can return to when it comes to maybe dealing with this change as well, this major transformations that you guys are going through. There's going to be, I feel, at least 3 really major events or transformations for you, or 3 major events that ends up transforming you in a major way in 2022. And so I believe that Vesta is saying to create a sacred space that you can visit when you're going through this change and transformation, so that you can continue to stay grounded throughout it. Then we have here Calliope, I believe, elocution. Your words have power. Use them with clear intent. So this is about even your throat chakra opening up a lot more in the year 2022. But making sure that the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak about these different situations, especially if you're experiencing tower moments, it's going to be important to speak life into these tower moments, to say things like, I know that this is all working out for me. I know that this might be a tower moment. This might be destructive. This might not be the most fun or the most convenient thing to happen for me right now, but I know it's happening for me. I know it's happening for my highest and greatest good. I know it is happening in alignment with what I've asked for. That's going to be extremely important when it comes to any sort of tower moments that you may be dealing with in 2022. And then underneath the deck for you guys, we have here Isis Awakening. My journey is an evolution of many lessons and renewals. I am expanding. Exactly like the Chariot and the Tower card down here. This is all about you guys' many lessons and renewals throughout 2022. This is really going to awaken you guys to something much deeper in the year 2022. That Spirit's really preparing you for. But pile 2, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing Spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, and pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting with your tarot cards. Then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see what major events, surprises, and changes are coming to you this year of 2022. So let's just get started. The very first card that we have here is the Queen of Cups. Then we've got the Two of Wands. Then we have the King of Wands. And then the Eight of Cups. It's interesting how these cards here, the Two of Wands and the King of Wands, are looking to the Queen of Cups, or they are all looking in the same direction. And then we have all the way over here to the right, this Eight of Cups character doing the exact opposite and abandoning these cups. The Eight of Cups is here, specifically abandoning his own cups. He's not walking away from the swords or the wands or the pentacles, but the cups, right? And I try not to use the word abandonment because it can be triggering. But when I say abandoning, I mean like walking away, withdrawing himself from the equation. He leaves with no cups, no emotional fulfillment. And it hurts to walk away from the cups. It stings emotionally, which is why so many of us struggle to do it. For you, pile 3, there may be a woman or a feminine yin energy person that you're very attached to. Could be a soulmate of yours with the Two of Wands and the King of Wands looking towards the Queen of Cups. Every queen reflects a different version or angle of the Empress, of this feminine energy, the Empress who is Queen of all queens. Queen of Cups reflects the emotionally driven aspect of the Empress, of feminine yin energy. So there's a level of comfortability here, whether this is a person or not. There's something that you are abandoning in 2022 that makes you feel safe and comfortable. This is you going on an adventure, and you know the only way to do that is to leave the nest. For you, this Queen of Cups represents comfort, home, familiarity. And as secure as the Queen of Cups feels, you are struggling with how comfort makes you feel stagnant or like you are missing out on certain experiences. For those of my pile 3s that still live at home, maybe with your parents, with your family, still living in your hometown, this is the year that you walk away from a lot of that, if not all of it. Some of you made a New Year's resolution to get out more, or live more, experience more, make more friends, put yourself out there more. This is the year that you break away from habit because you're not afraid of leaving that behind anymore. Eight of Cups is you saying like, yeah, I have it figured out here. And because I feel like there's nothing more I can do or learn, it's time for me to go. Eights and tarots particularly move quickly. Even the Eight of Pentacles picks up speed a little bit. The Eight of Swords is the only one that's kind of stagnant, but it's ruled by Swords air energy, which is fast paced. And the eights also represent this like infinite sort of like cycle, you know, the infinity symbol. So for you, there's a realization that comes out of nowhere with this Eight of Cups is like ripping off the Band-Aid. For example, this is you saying like, I've lived in my hometown all my life. Come February 1st, I'm packing my things and I'm out. You know, it's like you give yourself an ultimatum or a certain date where you're like, I'm leaving or abandoning this on this day. And you're doing that. So you almost force yourself out of this comfort zone. So for some of you, this is a relationship you've been in for a long time and it feels inert, like stationary or like inactive. And wow, for some of my pile 3s, and this part of the message is only for a few of you, but there's this massive realization that hits you where you realize as well your depression or a lot of your unhappiness with your life has to do with feeling stuck, like you're not being maybe challenged enough or engaged enough. This is what makes you break out of that feeling like I can't leave my hometown or my family or this relationship, because you used to think to yourself, if I walk away from this, who am I? And your identity may have gotten caught up in this comfort. And now that you see that, it's like it's imperative for you to push yourself or force yourself out into the world, out beyond your comfort zone. You're facing your biggest fears in 2022 by making the biggest leaps yet. You're leaving everything that you know, or everything that feels comfortable and safe and secure for a chance with the unknown. You're taking very big risks, even though you may not be a big risk taker. So this is a lot for you. And with the Two of Wands here, this is kind of telling me a lot of my pile 3s are not very big risk takers, because the Two of Wands is actually about planning. And he really takes his time, even though he's feeling inspired and excited and enthusiastic about getting some sort of passion off the ground. He takes his time and he plans it. He's actually pretty methodical in the Two of Wands here. So there's something that you have thought out very thoroughly, and you've thought about it to the point to where you're overthinking it. and you're thinking so much that you're not taking action or you're not moving. This is the year that changes, where it's like, okay, I've thought about this enough. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to kind of throw caution to the wind. I'm just going to do it. And so you may as well go someplace where no one knows you and you know no one. You're seeking adventure this year, and you really kind of stop caring about whatever fears you have to confront in order to do something, because you're not even like sick of it. It's like, because this is a realization that hits you, you're seeking adventure this year, and you stop caring what fear you have to confront in order to do it, because you're not even sick of it, because this is a realization that hits you. But the moment that you see it or realize it or have this epiphany, it instantly changes you, and you decide to go build a life elsewhere, or start a life elsewhere. This truly is your destiny, pile 3. This could as well be work, but it feels more emotionally staggering for me. So this could be, for some of you, your mom or maybe grandmother or a mother figure, some sort of matriarch that doesn't want to let you go, but you know you have to go. For some of you, you were worried about the state of the world with the pandemic and how unpredictable it is. And that is a realization that hits you and makes you say, fuck it. You never know what could happen to tomorrow. So it's like, let me live today. The biggest event for you happening in 2022 is you shocking the hell out of yourself by walking away from a sure thing, or walking away from your comforts and your familiar territories and your familiar neighborhoods, leaving this established life behind. And it's something that you never thought you'd have the gall to do, and you just simply do it. So there's this whole other element to you that you are ready to discover, because you know you can't explore any more of yourself in this particular place. So 2 of Wands for you is like, there's a part of you that you realize you haven't tapped into just yet, and you're going to go find that. For sure, you're definitely going to go find that. You go from the 2 of Wands to the King of Wands. So this is you having complete control over your passions, your motivations, your agendas, your drives, the things that drive you in life, and really being able to wield your own drive and your own motivation. This is also being able to stay self-motivated. This is also right here with the 8 of Cups, having very strong emotional boundaries, not allowing the same sort of things to happen to you emotionally anymore. For some of you, when something would trigger you emotionally, you would just shut down, or you wouldn't be able to work, or you wouldn't be able to have fun, or you would just have to go into like this emotional state where you were reclusive and really shut down and really tapped out and detached and disconnected from the world. That's not happening anymore. For you guys with the 8 of Cups, it's like you are literally closing the door on certain things. This is very, very, very firm, strong boundaries. And you're not even necessarily like monitoring your boundaries. So you're not, a lot of the times when we set boundaries, we get pretty paranoid about them, like, okay, I'm not going to let this happen anymore. But it's like, at the same time, it's almost like we don't trust our boundaries enough, and so we're always looking 24/7 for someone to cross that line, you know. And boundaries are supposed to be put in place so we have enough comfortability to sort of sit back and be like, I got these boundaries in place that is going to take care of everything. I don't have to be worried. I don't have to be hovering over everything and everyone to make sure that these lines aren't crossed. If they get crossed, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And once my ass shows up as this King of Wands, you're going to wish you didn't cross those lines or those boundaries. So there's a certain place emotionally that you guys have closed the door to as well. And you're focusing on other things. There's something emotionally that you have like said goodbye to, and you're not even looking in that direction anymore. Like I said, all these cards are like looking this way, and this card over here, 8 of Cups, emotionally abandoning, walking away, withdrawing from something, is the only card going in another direction. So there's something that you're definitely not focusing on anymore, and it's almost like you're replacing this emotional maybe part of your life with maybe something else, something more exciting with this wand energy right here too. Something that's a lot more. For some of you, this is ending a very, very, very old relationship and becoming single again. And just getting back out there and learning how to date again, learning what you like, learning what you don't like. For some of you, this is you having been single for a very long time. You're getting back out there, and it's very exciting, and it's something that almost initiates this passion or this drive in you. For some of you as well, if you've been thinking about it, because we do have a Queen and a King here with the 2 of Wands sitting in the middle, 8 of Cups all the way over here to the right. For some of you, and this is going to sound weird, but some of you may have been contemplating, should I end this relationship? even though I have a child with this person, or we have a home together, whatever it may be, even though we try to build this life together. For most of you, this message that's coming through, you have a child with someone, with this Queen of Cups and this King of Wands over here. And these are very different energies. And you've been wondering, should I step away from this relationship? Yeah, Eight of Cups right here. Not saying, yeah, you should do it, but I'm saying like, yeah, that's something that you will end up doing this year. And I think it's something that you do where you shock yourself. But it's like literally for some of you, it's either just like, this just isn't working and I'm tired. Or for others of you though, what I'm saying is like, you give another chance to someone, they screw up, and for like the last time, like you're out. You're Eight of Cups, you're clocking out. Like you're gone. And it's something that's like almost irreversible too. It's something that's like it's irreversible. So this is someone you're kind of, a relationship that you're kind of on the fence about, and you end up pulling the trigger eventually at some point in 2022. And the single life that you get exposed to, you really end up loving. And it's almost like it brings some sort of spark back into your life. And it's like for my pile 3, some of you guys, you don't want a deep emotional connection this year. That's what it kind of feels like. And if that is the case, because we do have the Queen of Cups over here, but she's not hitting like the Queen of Cups normally does. She's hitting as though she's like, I don't want to go too deep in a connection this year for some of you. And if that is the case, you're definitely going to get what you want, where it's just more so like fun, passionate romances, or fun, passionate friendships, fun, passionate relationships that you can just have fun in. And it really does, like I said, ignite some sort of spark. It could ignite some sort of spark with you and just your creative abilities, where it's like you feel like you want to do something or create something or get into something or try something completely different, try something completely new. This is you maybe even going out to dinner or to the movies by yourself, or going out and partying by yourself. It's like things that you would have never done before, or things that you would have never done in this relationship. Once you get out of it or get away from the situation, you start doing things that you thought you would have never done before. And it's something that really ignites some sort of spark in you. And you may realize like, wow, I'm a lot more independent than I thought, you know? Like there's something that's kind of hanging on to you guys that you get set free from, or you cut yourself free from it this year. And that's going to be one of the really big surprising events for you. Look what we got. We got pink quartz, love, open heart, and kindness. So for some of you guys, this is totally love. It could be new love coming in. But something about this feels like just deading some sort of old emotional situation. But pink quartz here, love, open heart, kindness. This is like very light, like hot, like light energy sort of love, light energy sort of connections. It's not like it's super heavy or challenging, or like it's like challenging you to, confront your karma or certain like generational cycles and things. It's not like some sort of deep twin flame sort of journey that a lot of you are focused on in 2022. Then we have here universal love, choose love. Yeah, there's something where it's like, what's coming to me with universal love is, and with choose love, the word choose here, is some of y'all might have a lot of options in romance and love this year. Oh, look at what was flipped over. Ishtar, goddess of love, passion, war, and justice. Then we have Celestite, calm, inspiration, serendipity. Let me get one more, because I think these were turned over from the last pile that I was shuffling. But for you guys to keep getting these cards about love, even though it's like I'm just picking up not like deep love. If anything, you guys are kind of not too focused on relationships that are like making you confront really deep things. It's like you need a little bit of a break from that in 2022. I don't know why I'm pulling that through. Then we have here Celestite, calm, inspiration, serendipity. That's what I feel like you guys want. I feel like you guys are more in like a Six of Swords moment where it's just like, I just kind of want something to feel light and fun and exciting and not so damn heavy all the time. I don't know. Let's see if we get another card. Yeah, see? Balance, recognizing and accept light and dark within you. Yeah. So maybe you guys just spent the last couple of years, the last couple of months really focused on shadow work. Or maybe you're coming out of a dark night of the soul and you're like, yo, I need to have fun. I don't need nothing deep right now. I don't need nothing. I don't need that right now. You know, I need to have fun. I need to do my thing. I need to just explore and experiment or just be alone, whatever it may be. Underneath the deck here, we have Waxing Crescent Initiative. Make a wish and make it a plan. Yeah. That's what you guys are doing. Two of Wands. Let me see here. Because love keeps kind of coming up, let me just shuffle a couple of love cards. Let's just see. Pile 3. Love in 2022. Pile 3. Love and relationships in 2022. Okay, the one that flipped over is, I'm sorry, my jealousy gets the best of me. I get territorial over you. I want you all to myself. So there could be somebody that you're dealing with that's kind of like a King of Wands energy, very territorial, maybe even like a little possessive, that you're feeling suffocated. Oh, some of you may feel suffocated by your partner or your relationship. And that's why you're walking away or withdrawing, because you need to be free. There's just like something here where it's like something's too heavy for you or you don't like it. It says, my love is starting to grow stronger and stronger each day. I didn't realize just how much I really do love you. Okay, so, and then underneath the deck here we have, I feel shy around, actually, no, I'm feeling like I need two more. Some of you could be feeling, no, nothing flipped over. Some of you guys could be feeling a little bit suffocated, and or you could be dealing with someone where really deep, intimate, personal connections freaks them out, or you yourself could be freaked out by this level of intimacy, where it says, my love is starting to grow stronger and stronger each day. I didn't realize just how much I really do love you. So somebody could be a little bit maybe even freaked out by that or coming into realization of that. Well, let's get two more. Because there's just something where it's like, I feel like it's more so you're emotionally just like kind of unavailable when it comes to, and it might not be for all of 2022, but there's like something here where it's like, I just kind of want to have fun. I don't really want to settle down right now or get into a relationship or get into another relationship. It's like you want to be carefree. Okay, let's see. Then we also have here, I'm in love with someone else and I won't leave them for you. I'm sorry. And then we also have, my love has matured. I am now ready for true love. So this is funny. It's almost like we have two different energies in terms of your relationship here. I'd have to look into this more. I'd have to look into this a little bit more. And then underneath the deck here we have, I can't seem to do right by you. It's never good. Oh, I can't seem to do right by you. It's never good enough for you. I don't know what else to do. And then this one was kind of sticking out. I fear you are going to find someone better if I don't get it together soon. Yeah, pile 3. I feel like you're abandoning anything that's like emotionally complicated. Like there's something where it's like you don't necessarily have a lot of energy for it. You've got an open heart. You've got love. You've got kindness. You've got all these things, universal love. But there's also this feeling though that it's like, as open as my heart is, it's not open for that. There's something that's a little conditional here. And I think it's actually good. I think it's actually good for you. Okay, let's see. Let's get some advice cards for you guys, pile 3. Get some advice from some goddesses for 2022. Oh my God. Why did I sing? Oh my gosh, just excuse me. Okay, so we have here the card Meve, power. Be in awe of yourself and the strength that has taken you to get here and now. That's kind of what I feel like is going on. I feel like you guys are almost like connecting to yourself or something, where you're more intrigued by you and your journey this year. And so it's like you don't have time for the same emotional problems or emotional complications that you did in the past. It's like you're not as available for them because there could be something that you're doing or some sort of plans that you're making in the year 2022 where it's like, I don't have time for you anymore. This could be a relationship or a person that you just simply don't have time for anymore, in a sense. This could be somebody that it's like it's somebody that's like emotionally needy. I don't know why I keep picking that up. That there's like someone around you where it's like, damn, like they're needy or something, or almost like they're like suffocating you. Let's see. But that's your first piece of advice here, is just to really be in awe of your own power, to find your own majesty. And you got the Queen and the King here. So there's definitely something about you connecting to this court energy, this majestic energy, this leadership type energy, this respected energy. Some of you guys as well, this is even, it could be even your partner gaining more respect for you or something, especially if you walk away because they cross a boundary. It could be a partner, a friend, a family member, whoever, coworker, business person, where it's like they cross that boundary, you just walk away, and maybe they end up seeing what they really lost or respecting you. This could even be some sort of ex or somebody coming back that's a bit surprising for you, where they're just like, you know what, I didn't do you right, or I didn't treat you right, and you're just not interested in their complexity. You're just like, you're it's not interesting anymore, you know, like you self-sabotage or you just cause so much stress. You know, something like that. And then we have here Mazu, integrity. Remember what you stand for, especially when no one is looking. So some of my pile threes, y'all are going to be like smooth criminals in 2022. With all these love cards coming out, cup cards coming out, and fire. This is like you guys not only being something about you being emotionally attractive, but even like spiritually attractive. And so you may draw in a lot of people, but the thing is that you may have a lot of different options, especially when it says universal love, choose love right here. You guys may have a lot of different options in love in 2022, especially because you're not as willing to develop a deep connection or intimate connection with someone in the very beginning of 2022. That may come a little bit more towards the end of the year, where you guys feel like I have enough energy now to invest in someone in this way, in this deep sort of way. But if you are just out here doing your own thing, one of the pieces of advice for you is just to make sure that you know what you stand for, especially when no one is looking. Just make sure that you're not producing any sort of karma because because there's something here, like I said, where it's like you're not emotionally avoidant, but you are trying to emotionally avoid complex, complicated situations. And if that's the case, anybody that sort of gives you that inkling of like, you're a little too deep, a little too much for me, you may try to get out of the way of them or try to just sort of, distance yourself from them. But make sure that you're communicating and talking through and not just giving the easy answer because you don't feel like dealing with it, Make sure that you're still handling things as transparently as you can. And then underneath the deck here, we have Ye, Creatrix, live in the flow of your ideas, birthing them to life. That's this wand energy down here. You guys birthing a lot of different ideas into life this year. And that may be why you feel like you don't have enough energy for relationships, complex relationships, complicated friendships. That may be why you guys feel like I want to cut off everybody that is just tiring or exhausting me. You guys may feel those feelings on and off quite a bit, where you're just like, yo, if I could just shut my phone off and just like disappear, I would. Or if I could just like cut this situation or this relationship off, I would. And there was something that was stopping you before, but in 2022, you actually make that leap and you let it go. And that could be the comfort that kept coming through, was like the same relationships and people that you've always been around, and you've grown accustomed to dealing with their dramatics. You're not doing that in 2022 because you're like, there's things that I want to focus on, and I can't do that if I am stressed over here and stressed over there because of these relationships. So that's what I'm really seeing for you guys. It's probably the most shocking thing, the biggest changes for you in terms of 2022. But pile 3, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, and until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys. All right, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards, and I'm going to pull some additional oracle cards on camera to see the major events, changes, and surprises coming to you in 2022. So let's just get started. Very first card that we have for you here is a 6 of Swords. Then we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Then we've got the Hangman in reverse. And then we've got the Empress also in reverse. Okay. You may see a big change in your personality and your goals as well for the year. And that it actually may change halfway through 2022, especially if you were born in the summer months, somewhere around there, or your solar return may be a big change in goals for you. As far as surprising events go, pile 4, there's going to be a lot more travel involved for you in 2022. You traveling to see people traveling to come and see you. For those of you with your own business, it will expand to other locations in 2022 with this Queen of Swords, Hangman, and Empress. Queen of Swords is you starting to develop a stronger internet presence as well. Getting into learning how online business works, learning about maybe things like SEO and maybe other technical things about how to run a business online or something. The Hangman talks about being a bit uncomfortable or having to adapt and evolve into this new perspective and having to learn how to integrate this new information, this new sense of awareness, in a sense. This is funny. Some of you guys had an idea that, for example, okay, so let's just say you started a business, right? But it's like a brick and mortar company. And you said in the past, like, I would never transition to an online store or something, but you end up doing that and evolving with the times. And this is what you learn to adapt to. The Empress talks about environment, the environment she attracts because of the type of woman or person that she is. This is the card of you don't attract what you want, but you attract what you are. And with her being in reverse, she's a little bit apprehensive, or she could even be a little detached from her environment because there is a new place or a new environment to explore and get to know. So this could be like a new industry that you're stepping into, but this is all about expansion in 2022, expanding beyond where and what you've built. So some of you won't have a physical home either in 2022 because you'll be traveling so much, or you'll live on the road or something weird like that. Maybe like what are those houses called that you can like, they're like mobile. You can move them around. Some of you guys may be like, you may live on the road, or you may like live out of suitcases in 2022. That'll be one of the bigger changes coming to you this year. Yeah. And there's just a lot of travel and picking up here with you, especially with this like Empress in reverse, because Empress in reverse is like Empress upright. She's so comfortable. You know, she's like sitting in her place. This is her place. It's her environment. It's her home. And in reverse, this is her like not being in her home as much, not being as involved with it. So this is her not being in her element in reverse. And this is why I'm feeling like with the Six of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, Empress in reverse, this is definitely you guys like traveling a lot more. And yes, I'm aware, of course, that, you know, like it's a pandemic going on, but take it up with the cards is just what I'm seeing here. So it's like, you know, your work though as well. Also, what I'm picking up here is like your work follows you wherever you go too. So for some of you, this is a bigger presence online, or like people recognizing you wherever you go, or recognizing your product. This could be your product getting like if there's some sort of product or an item that you make, something like that. This could be maybe like a chain store taking your product on in their stores or something like that. You know, it could be something, there's like something here where it's like a bigger kind of like expansion in a sense, and it's going to keep you pretty busy. And so Empress and Queen of Swords as well also talks about high quality connections. So this could be like brand endorsements, PR deals, but it is people wanting to work with you because you offer some sort of high quality something. Either it's a high quality product or high quality work, but either way, you'll be spoken of highly. And again, with the Empress here, because you come off as luxury, it is going to attract high quality connections towards you. This could even be for some reason, I'm saying like a partner for my pile fours that are single. This could be like a wealthy partner coming into your life. You could have a wealthy partner coming in. That may be why as well I'm not really seeing you guys settled at home, because you may be traveling back and forth to this person. You guys may be like going back and forth to see each other all the time. There's something with your home that is completely uprooted in 2022. You're just not spending as much time at home or indoors or something like that anymore. Not at all. This is the Empress putting herself on display when she's in reverse. So yeah, it could be because maybe you meet somebody and you guys keep traveling back and forth to see each other. So it's like you have two homes. It could be like, you know, like let's just say that your partner lives on like the opposite side of the country. Then it's like, obviously you're not going to fly, like take like a 3, 4, 5 hour plane there just to stay there for a weekend. It's like, no, you might end up staying for like a few weeks or like a month or something. And then you go back home for a few days and then they come and see you and stay for a few weeks or a month or something like that. It's going to be something where big changes in your home. This could even be really big renovations to your home, or even buying a new home with this Empress in reverse right here. There is also something about word of mouth coming through for you. So maybe, I don't know if you guys do own your own business or company or something, or website or brand, whatever it may be. You guys may right now depend on like word of mouth. That's something that's going to switch in 2022, where you're a lot more accessible to people in all different types of places in the world. And where it's like a lot of people will have access to you and your product with these 3 cards right here. So this is kind of going from like small town to like big city stuff, right? And so yeah, your work could definitely be following you wherever it is that you go. 6 of Swords as well is all about appealing to a newer audience or a different crowd, something that you may have been against in the past for some reason, but this expansion, you crossing that boundary, really helps you soar either professionally or personally or both. If this is more of a personal change or a personal event, that this is an entirely new crowd of people around you, new friends, new associates, new connections. This could even be you making more money this year, which exposes you to new communities and different types of people, different groups of people, different groups of friends. As well as too with this Empress in reverse and this Queen of Swords in reverse, something's coming through about surgery. So you guys could be getting cosmetic surgery. It could be some sort of surgery that you've been needing to get done. This could be something like dental work, getting something like that done. Even something with your skin is coming through with this Queen of Swords. For some reason, cosmetic alterations are coming through with this Queen of Swords and not the Empress, which is interesting because the Empress can definitely talk about that, but it's really coming through with the Queen of Swords, like something about the way you look, your appearance definitely changes. So this could even be you guys like losing weight, bulking up in the gym, getting more muscle, but something could definitely be like some cosmetic procedures getting done, or this could be you guys getting a better, higher quality routine when it comes to self-care. So maybe this is you like getting into a skincare routine, a hair care routine, something like that, dressing differently. But something definitely feels cosmetically different about you in 2022. Another big change for my pile fours is there's also a promotion at work that gets you closer to the higher ups in your company or in your field. And so this is you guys just being accepted in some sort of new crowd that you hadn't been exposed to before. And this crowd is like either they make more money or they're more known, or it's like a crowd where there's more like business owners or like leaders or something in it. Because the Six of Swords is saying that you're integrating into a new social scene or a new social circle. Queen of Swords in reverse is like there's you guys finding out that certain people in charge that you had never heard of or seen before, and being in the same conversations with them or in the same rooms with them or on the same phone calls or in the same meetings. So if you like staying in your own lane and not branching out, kind of, staying quiet, this will definitely explain the Hangman in reverse for you, where at first, like for example, let's say that this is more personal and you meet this new crew or this new group of people. At first, you're going to reject them. Okay, you're going to reject them at first, but they're going to keep calling and they're going to keep sending texts, trying to get to know you or trying to get you to open up a little bit more. And this is a whole new group of people genuinely interested in adding you to their list of friends and associates. But at first, you're going to be the standoffish one, like, I don't do new people. And eventually they grow on you, but a little bit of that cat and mouse action at first. And I keep picking up strong ass Aquarius energy. I don't know what it is, but it's strong here. So some of you may be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You could have your 11th house stellium, or maybe like an air trine in your chart. Your 11th house ruler may show up in your first or your fourth house because damn, it is like big Aquarius energy here, but you're really going to have admirers and like people that like your energy, your vibe, your goals, your plans for the future, your mindset and your ambition, but especially your energy with the Empress here. You've got this warm vibe to you once you let people in, which is why I believe another reason as to why the Empress is in reverse, because it's like once people get to know you, once you let them in a little bit more, then that softness comes out, then that Empress comes out. Then people get to see, your home or like your sacred space, the things that you consider sacred. Then they get in that sense. But there is something here where it's like, there's like a new group or a new sort of something that at first you're going to be a little uncomfortable with or a little standoffish with, or you're just going to be thinking to yourself, like, this is just a business connection or something like that. But then it develops into something maybe like a little bit deeper. So this could even be you finding romance in your professional career. So this could be somebody that you meet because of your career and what you do for work that maybe even ends up developing into a intimate connection. But for sure, what I'm feeling like is like there's more intimate connections available here for my pile fours as well. So once like people get to know you, kind of let them in, but on the surface, you may come off like this Queen of Swords. Another big event though for some of my pile fours is parenthood. Having a child this year. And this will be a shock to you with the Empress in reverse. This could be unplanned, so please keep that in mind. If you do not want to get pregnant or if you do not want to have a child this year, you've got very fertile energy in 2022, especially with two queens here showing up and the Six of Swords here showing up, which is showing your new mindset coming in, more than likely because there's a new lifestyle that you're adapting. So this could definitely be talking about parenthood, motherhood, fatherhood. If you do not want that, be careful of that. So whether you are male or female, just be aware, conscious of that. And especially with all this travel going on as well, this may also be coming into possession of an animal or a pet or someone that you end up taking care of because no one else can do it. And you really don't want to either. But for example, this could be like seeing a stray cat or dog on the street and you just do not have the heart to leave them there, even though you're like, I don't have time for a dog, or my home isn't big enough, or I already have 2 other cats, or I travel so much and I'm so busy. It's like you've got every reason in the world to reject taking them in, but you just cannot do it. And so you reluctantly like let this maybe pet or person into your home or your life, and you really end up warming up to them. It's just because it wasn't in your plans though. With this Queen of Swords in reverse and this Hangman in reverse, it takes some time for you to accept it. Hangman definitely talks about this is going to take me some time. Okay. He's just sitting there waiting to die. So for you, and he's just sitting there waiting for the death card, which is all about transformation. So for you, this could definitely be like, there's something here where it's like, there's these new connections coming into your life. You're a bit standoffish with them, like you normally kind of are, but there's just this deeper connection that is formed there, gradually over time. So let's see, let's get some oracle cards for you guys. Let's see what else we've got going on for you. For my pile fours. Okay, so we have here Goddess of Magic and Love, Isis, flipped over for you. Some of you guys may come into contact with Isis with this Empress card right here, and this Queen of Swords right here. You may come into contact with a female deity or energy. Then we have here Waning Crescent, Rest. So this may even be like another thing that's coming in for you guys at some point this year, is resting somewhere. Like I said, I see a lot of travel for you. So one thing that you may not be used to is resting. And that may be something that you implement in 2022, but it's going to be more so because you want to implement it with the Six of Swords and this Queen of Swords in reverse. Like I said, there's a new lifestyle that you're adopting in 2022, or a new perspective that you're adopting in 2022. Rest could have something to, look, we got cycle, honor your phases. Yeah, so this is about when you're feeling tired, you rest. When you're feeling like you have the energy, you go. So that may have been a little bit imbalanced in the past, but that's something that you take a lot more control over with this Queen of Swords in reverse. As well as even with the Six of Swords right here. Like I said, adopting a new perspective, a new mindset. This could be you realizing like my rest is really important. It really controls or dictates a lot of what happens throughout the day for me. For some of you, this is even getting older, and it's like your body is having new reactions to a lifestyle that you've been participating in for a long time. So this is also like age, or you getting older and realizing like I can't kind of live the same life anymore that I used to because it's like really affecting me now. Then we also have here Artemis, Goddess of Light and Divine Protector. Artemis could be another feminine energy, deity, entity that you come into contact with, or that you grow very, very close to in 2022. And then we also have here Azurite, self-awareness, wisdom, and empowerment. So that is all. That's what these feminine energies are bringing in for you, because we do have the Empress here, who is the queen of all queens in tarot. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So this is talking about some sort of feminine energy or deity really getting close to you in the year 2022, showing you magic and love with this set right here, otherwise known as Isis, as well as even Artemis here, showing you how to be your own divine protector, showing you how to be your own goddess of light or illumination. Underneath the deck here, we have space. Hold space for your difficult emotions. So that may even be what rest is talking about here too. If you need to take some time to rest, if you need to take some time to heal, if you need to take some time to get over something with the Six of Swords right here, then you have to honor those phases that you go through. So this could be alluding to some phases that some ebb and flows that you may be going through, especially in relationships. There may be some ebbs and flows that you deal with in 2022 where it's like the highs are really high and the lows are really low. And I think that is what Artemis is being called into to help protect you kind of from, because those ebbs and flows, they can really get to us. They can really get to us a lot more than like the lows get to us. That was 3 cards that flipped over. I'll show you that. Oh, look, Artemis came out again. Then we have Ye, Creatrix, and Arian Ha, Divine Timing. Everything is happening according to plan. Then we have Artemis, I am tenacious and unwavering in my intention. And then we have here, Ye, Creatrix, live in the flow of your ideas, birthing them to life. But I'm going to keep shuffling because 3 fell out. But don't worry, if Artemis wants to come out again, she will. So yeah, that may be what, was I talking about Artemis when she came out again? But that may be what Artemis wants to kind of help you navigate, are those ebbs and flows in either your relationship or even in your own phases, your own cycles, your own energy cycles, and even in your own life. We have here Lilith independence that came out. Recognize your own potential. Yeah, there is something where it's like you're like I said, you're adopting a completely new mindset with the Six of Swords and this Queen of Swords in reverse right here. And that is you recognizing your own potential with Lilith independence. I love the story of Lilith. It's so interesting. It's sad how she got kind of like demonized, but what she really represents is almost like the chaoticness in a sense of independence. She represents the confrontational aspect of independence. So there may be something that you even confront this year in 2022 in order to gain a little more independence. This could be you confronting a boss at work or somebody in your life and just kind of letting them know, hey, you know, like, this is my next move I'm about to make, or, you know, this is what I'm focused on right now. It could be that, but there is a sense of you coming into it's like a new version of independence with recognizing your own potential. Like I said, this is just adopting a whole new perspective. Then we have here Phoebe messages. You are the channel. Synchronicities and messages are all around you. So this could be another thing that these swords cards are indicating for you down here, is the fact that you're going to be getting a lot of messages from especially these feminine energies that have showed up for you with Isis and Artemis right here. Underneath the deck, we have Bridget, inspiration, follow your passions and your urges. Yeah, I just really feel like for my pile fours that you guys are going to be receiving a lot of messages in terms of your potential, your self-aware, that helps you to develop a lot more self-awareness, wisdom, and even empowerment. But this is coming from you guys as well, honoring the parts of you that says, okay, now it's time to go, or okay, now it's time to open up. With this honoring your phases right here, there's something where it's like certain thing, you guys may be a little bit stubborn. You may have a lot of fixed energy. Fixed signs would be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. You may have a lot of fixed energy in your chart because it's like once you sort of have your mind made up, that's kind of it for you guys. But there's something here that 2022 is saying, honor your fluidity, honor the fact that you are a changing organism, this evolving, shape-shifting, fluid being that needs enough space and opportunity in order to take on new things, to let go of old things. So there's something really important here about honoring your phases, honoring your cycles, whether you're male or female. I know it kind of looks like a feminine card, right? Actually, this is a feminine deck, and these are too. But this is whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is all about you guys really honoring your phases, honoring your cycles. And that's something that I see you guys really taking on with this Six of Swords and this Queen of Swords in reverse. No matter how uncomfortable it makes you with this Hangman in reverse, no matter how foreign the environment is with this Empress in reverse. This is you guys honoring the fact, honoring your phases, honoring your own intuition as well, with Phoebe messages right here that says, it's time for me to do this. It's time for me to get out of that. It's time for me to enter into this. You guys are really heading into a year where I wouldn't even say trust your intuition more, but it's just like you're a little bit more willing to bet on your intuition. And it's leading you somewhere. This is your only tarot card upright is the Six of Swords. One thing for sure in 2022 is you guys are going somewhere. And you're working with a bit more of a quicker pace or quicker energy because you're willing to honor these phases and these cycles that say, now it's time for me to get out. Intuitively, I feel like it's time for me to leave this job, this relationship, this whatever it is, this lifestyle. And intuitively, I feel like it's time for you to pick up this new relationship, this new lifestyle, this new job, this new career, this new whatever it may be direction. And by you guys honoring that, it's going to transform a lot of your life, especially when it comes to mentally and definitely materially and physically here. Pile 4, there's a lot of big changes for you guys, but this is all that I'm seeing for you. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, but until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys.